Plead. To make an emotional appeal or admit guilt in a court of law.
辩护、承认。
Pledge. A serious promise or commitment.
保证、立誓。
Plow. To turn over the earth for planting. Also, the tool used for this purpose.
犁、耕地。
Pluck. To pull out quickly or remove with force.
拔。
Plunge. To dive or fall quickly, especially into water or a new situation.
使、投入、跳入。
Pocketbook. A small book or notebook that can fit in a pocket.
袖珍书。
Poetic. Related to or characteristic of poetry.
诗的。
Poke. To jab or prod with a finger or pointed object.
戳。
Poultry. Domesticated birds kept for eggs or meat, like chickens.
家禽。
Polar. Related to the North or South Pole, or extreme opposites.
极地的。
Porch. A covered shelter at the entrance of a building.
门廊、入口处。
Potential. Possible or likely to develop or happen.
潜在的。
Prairie. A large open area of grassland.
大草原、牧场。
Preach. To deliver a religious or moral message.
传道、鼓吹。
Precaution. An action taken in advance to avoid danger.
预防、措施、警惕。
Preference. A greater liking for one thing over another.
偏好的事物。
Prehistoric. Belonging to a time before recorded history.
史前的。
Prevail. To be victorious or win out.
战胜。
Preview. An advance viewing or introduction.
预习。
Prey. An animal hunted by another animal for food.
猎物。
Priceless. So valuable that its price cannot be determined.
无价的。
Prick. To puncture or make a small hole with something sharp.
刺、痛。
Prior. Earlier in time or importance.
优先的。
Priority. The right to be first or more important.
优先权。
Procession. A group moving in an orderly, ceremonial manner.
行进队伍。
Profile. A side view or description of someone or something.
轮廓、外形、人物简介。
Prolong. To extend the duration of something.
延长、拖长。
Prop. A support or item used in theater or films.
支柱、道具。
Prophet. A person regarded as an inspired teacher or proclaimer.
先知。
Proportion. The comparative relationship of one thing to another.
比例、比率。
Prospect. The likelihood of something happening.
指望、预期、景象。
Province. A territory or administrative division.
省。
Prune. A dried plum or the act of trimming.
梅干、修剪。
Publicize. To make widely known or promote.
宣传、公布。
Puff. A small, airy baked pastry.
泡芙。
Pulse. The rhythm of blood flow is felt on the body.
脉搏。
Purchase. The act of buying something.
购买。
Pyramid. A monumental structure with a triangular base.
金字塔。
Quack. The sound a duck makes or a dishonest doctor.
呱呱声，庸医。
Qualify. To meet the requirements or become eligible.
使合格，取得资格。
Quart. A unit of liquid capacity equal to 1/4 of a gallon.
夸脱，英美容量单位。
Quest. A journey in search of something.
寻求，追求。
Quiver. To shake with slight, rapid motion.
发抖，颤动。
Rack. A frameworker to cause suffering.
架子，折磨。
Radish. A small root vegetable with a sharp taste.
萝卜。
Radius. A straight line from the center to the circumference of a circle.
半径。
Ragged. Torn or worn out.
破烂的。
Rail. A bar or line serving as a barrier or track.
栏杆，扶手，铁轨。
Rally. To bring together for a common purpose.
重整旗鼓，集合。
Ranch. A large farm for raising livestock.
大牧场。
Rascal. A mischievous or dishonest person.
流氓，无赖。
Ratio. The quantitative relation between two amounts.
比例。
Rattle. To make a rapid noise, often by shaking.
使发出克克声。
Realm. A kingdom or domain.
王国。
Reap. To gather or harvest a crop.
收割。
Rear. The back part or to raise children.
后方，抚养，高耸。
Reckless. Without thinking or caring about the consequences.
鲁莽的。
Reckon. To consider or calculate.
计算，认为。
Recommend. To suggest or endorse someone or something.
推荐。
Reef. A ridge of rocks or coral near the surface of the sea.
礁石
Reel. A cylinder on which film, wire, or thread is wound.
一卷捆
Referee. A judge in sports events.
裁判
Refuge. A safe place or shelter.
避难所
Sanctuary. A place of safety or worship.
圣殿庇护所
Refute. To disprove or counter an argument.
驳斥反驳
Reign. The period during which a sovereign rules.
君王在位期间
Rejoice. To feel or show great happiness.
欢欣快乐
Relic. An object surviving from an earlier time.
遗物
Reminder. An object or message that helps one remember something.
提醒物
Repay. To pay back or return a favor.
回报
Reproduce. To create offspring or copy something.
繁殖
Reptile. A class of cold-blooded animals with scales.
爬虫类
Republican. Related to a system of government where power rests with the people.
共和政体的
Resent. To feel bitterness or displeasure.
怨恨
Resentment. A feeling of bitterness or anger.
怨恨
Reside. To live or dwell in a place.
居住
Residence. The place where someone lives.
住所
Resident. A person who lives in a certain place.
居民
Resort. To turn to as a last option or a vacation place.
诉诸于度假胜地
Restrain. To hold back or control.
抑制
Resume. To start again after a pause.
重新开始继续
Retort. To respond in a sharp or witty manner.
反击反驳
Reverse. To turn something in the opposite direction.
颠倒倒转
Revive. To bring back to life or consciousness.
复苏
Revolt. To rise up against authority.
造反反叛
Revolve. To move in a circle around a center.
旋转
Rhinoceros. A large, thick-skinned animal with a horned snout.
犀牛
Rib. A bone that forms the chest cage in animals.
肋骨
Ridge. A raised part along the top of something.
山脊梁
Ridiculous. Deserving or inviting mockery.
荒谬的
Rifle. A long-barreled gun designed for precision shooting.
步枪